Police were waiting for two teenagers at an airport as they attempted to flee the country after a shooting. Ramarni Spencer and Pharrell McLennon both fired shots at another youth as they rode an electric bike through the Bridgeway Centre, the Meadows, Nottingham, on the 5th of May 2024. The pair, now aged 18, quickly booked tickets on a flight to Alicante, Spain, in a bid to escape justice. However, they were arrested as they ordered food inside a burger restaurant in the departure area at East Midlands Airport 2 days later. Spencer and McLennon appeared at Nottingham Crown Court, where they were locked up for a combined 23.5 years. McLennon, of Maypole, Clifton, received an extended sentence of 13 years. The first 10 years will be spent in custody, while he will then remain on licence for the final 3 years of his sentence. Spencer, of Marlborough Road, Beeston, received an extended sentence of 10.5 years. The first 7.5 years will be served in custody, while he will then remain on licence for the final 3 years of his sentence. Both will spend their respective sentences in a young offenders institution. They had previously pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. Police had initially been called to the shopping centre after a store employee reported hearing a possible gunshot. A broken window was then found at one shop, with an investigation at the scene by crime officers revealing it could have been damaged following a firearms discharge. When detectives analysed CCTV footage, they discovered there had been a gathering of young people at the shopping centre around 3:25 p.m. the 5th of May 2024. Two young men were seen on an electric bike before they both produced pistols and fired them at another youth, who was also riding a bicycle. Detectives worked quickly and identified the two teenagers as suspects. Investigations then revealed they were making attempts to escape the country. Detective Inspector Chris Berryman, of Nottinghamshire Police, said, "Thankfully, we do not believe anyone was seriously injured during this incident, but that is no thanks to these two teenagers. Their reckless decision to produce firearms and discharge them meant they were fortunate not to cause serious injury or worse." The incident took place at a busy shopping precinct on a spring afternoon. Terrified onlookers sought refuge in shops, and Spencer and McLennon showed absolutely no concern for their safety whatsoever. They then booked tickets on a flight in a bid to evade justice, without realizing we had already identified them as suspects. It must have been an unpleasant shock for them when officers turned up and arrested them in the airport departure area. Detectives and uniformed colleagues worked extremely hard to track them down and build a watertight case against both offenders. When presented with the evidence against them, both had no option but to admit their guilt, though the weapons were not recovered.